好，那我们就开始吧。第一章，波士顿。嗨，艾啊，恭喜回来！移动。嗨 ，PAUL。做好心理准备，那你还推个屁呀！这样还推个屁呀！我要找东西吗？感觉我会啊，有。我应该我都习惯，我习惯发售前1个礼拜才买。就是我是走压线路线的，我不会太早订，因为我觉得他的消息还没有放完。我觉得消息我还想要再看一些有关于 DLC 的消息。反制黑暗。哦，对啊，那个真的是我的ID 没有错。 戏应该不长吧？这种类型的恐怖游戏通常都不会太长。可是如果我没有玩到隐藏结局，我通常都会在2周目，就2周目去看说要怎么玩到隐藏结局。第一轮通常1周目我都是走佛系路线。我不会请代打，我没有代打，因为有其他的实况主跟我说这款有隐藏路线，我觉得我1周目应该是不会玩出来。签字。谁要你帮你请代打？有这种事吗？应该也能捡吧，我走回去捡吧。没有我用摇杆玩的，我不是用花束玩。我改一下设定。我发现那个好像可以关掉。
What a putrid offering. Don't fight. You have been chosen. Behold, everything has already been written. But perhaps you will attempt to change your destiny.
I hate whiskey. I wonder why I still take these things.
反正我是不会再接下去看那个布林的，看了这愤怒值很高哎。
Been too long since I've slept in a bed. I used to be an avid reader. The Wentworth Agency doesn't attract top-notch cases. Married woman runs off with her girlfriend. The husband couldn't understand it.
不断给我打电话。哼。
女婿跟女友私奔。
是什么本？
Been a while since I jotted down something other than my nightmares.
哦，医生反复告诉我，我不再需要通过药物来隔绝我的记忆，但我知道我一旦停下，那些记忆便会涌回来，然后在某个清晨，我将不再醒来。尽管接受了治疗，让我仍然能够在梦中听到唤声。一种独特且未知的声音，似乎是从古老而莫测的深处浮现出来。是什么不可名状的生物在召唤我？啊，被邪神看到也是挺衰的。哦，这是存档。有电话。
Natural sciences, linguistics, archaeology. A good old story of blackmail in a speakeasy.
雇佣我的酒吧老板不喜欢我结案的方式，但你既已选择私家侦探不甚合法的途径，又被他拿住把柄，那也就奈何他不得。对啊，克苏鲁就邪神。
I'm listening.
Are you Edward Pierce? Private investigator contracted by the Wentworth Detective Agency?
That's correct.
Hello, Mr. Pierce. I'm Lucy Sherifield, in charge of investigators over at Wentworth. I'm calling because of a problem with your file. A fire has destroyed some of our documents.
Is that right?
I'm so very sorry, but I have to collect your personal information yet again.
Oh. 调查。口才。心理学。神秘学。
Up to date. And on a related matter, may I raise a sensitive question?
What's wrong?
As you know, we wish to closely monitor the progress of our contractors. And it would seem you've been accepting fewer new cases.
Work is scarce.
Mr. Pierce, you know as well as I do, there's never been more investigative work than now.
But are those cases worth it?
They're worth not losing your license. Show yourself worthy of the Wentworth Detective Agency, and we might keep you on the payroll. Mr. Pierce, are you still...
I'm coming.
Sir, I came here on the advice of a person whom I hold in high esteem. And I must say that I expected anything but a drunkard's lair.
You're free to leave anytime, sir.
Do you know to whom you speak?
Stephen Webster, industrialist and art collector. All of Boston knows you.
Tell me, Mr. Pierce, are you capable of handling a new case, or are you simply a deadbeat inebriate?
If you come to me, it means you're desperate.
Nobody believes me. They take me for an old fool. Sarah, my little girl. She is dead. Even you must know of her. She was Sarah Hawkins.
The painter? Yes. Everyone knows her work.
The police accuse her of killing her family. They all died in a fire. Sarah, her husband, and Simon, my grandson.
I can't do anything for a woman who is already dead.
Find out the truth. They say she was mad, but I know that's a lie. She would never have done such a thing.
But if you have no proof...
I've brought all that I have. Look. I want you to look carefully at this painting. Tell me all the assumptions that come to mind.
What am I supposed to find?
Tell me if this is the work of madness. Or if, on the contrary, you manage to detect some logic, a rationality to follow so that I may understand it.
Is that all you want from me?
Yes, please.
All right. I'll look at your picture. That's all you've got? The painting?
I placed a file on your desk. It contains everything I have on the affair.
打开笔记本。啊，10718。啊，不能开啊！理智。
What's this symbol on the man's chest? It's as if Sarah Hawkins breathed a message into it.
"有些人认为他是一位敏锐、有创建的艺术家，有些人认为他只不过是一个过誉的骗子，但是没有人不关注莎拉。这位神秘而缄默的画家向世人展示他强烈的色彩。笔触狂野的古怪画作。如果他的画作代表他对于世界的看法，那莎拉的世界便是一扇通向其他次元的门。哎呦！文件：霍金斯案，霍金斯案的文件。可是我不能打开，不知道怎么打开。啊，这个文件。
A warehouse on Darkwater. Some sketches of the Hawkins family. Rather thin.
啊，警方报告。一张简报，吃点香蕉。
So, Mr. Pierce, what do you make of these elements?
跟故事没关系，所以不能开。我来想想，有什么见解？哎呦，有解锁，你不可以轻视这幅画。
The meaning could be exactly as it appears. I think your daughter is sending you a message.
That's what I believe, too. It was 3 months ago that I received the call from the police telling me of my daughter's death. And yet a short while after, this painting was delivered to my home. The painting is linked to this case, can't you see? You must find the meaning behind all this.
This 故事有点蹊跷。
Her husband was a big deal on the island. But the police are sticking to the accident theory. Though they mentioned Sarah's mental state was fragile. I believe you are right, sir. This case is not as simple as it appears.
I am aware of that. I believe there is more to this case than just an accident.
精神脆弱。
You must tell me if what the police suggest about the mental state of your daughter is true.
No. Sarah had visions. Everyone knew that. She never would have hurt a fly. She only thought she saw things.
Saw things? What do you mean by that?
I never knew what she meant by that. My daughter was an enigmatic figure, Mr. Pierce. You must find out the truth about her life and death.
原本住哪？
Darkwater. Never heard of the place. Where is that?
It's a small, remote island off the coast of Boston. Sarah lived there with her son and her husband.
I suppose you want to ship me off there.
Darkwater holds the secret regarding my daughter, Mr. Pierce. You must uncover it.
The sender's label mentions Warehouse 36.
That's right. It came with Sarah's last painting.
And you think your daughter could have been the sender?
That is what you must find out. Go to Darkwater. Find Warehouse 36.
The sender's label mentions Warehouse 36.
That's right. It came with...
And you think your daughter could have been the sender?
That is what... Go to Darkwater.
I think I'm beginning to understand.
I'm willing to do anything for my daughter to recover her honor.
Quiet down. I'm on your side. Let's sum things up. An artist dies with her family in a house fire. Your only clue is a sort of promontory painting sent from Darkwater right before her death.
Correct. And the rumors about her supposed folly.
Which you don't totally deny.
Find that warehouse. Find out the truth regarding Sarah Hawkins' death. You'll be handsomely compensated.
All right. I'll take the case. I'll go to Darkwater and look into the death of your daughter.
Thank you, Mr. Pierce. I didn't expect any less coming from a man in your situation.
Something's queer. But it's not like I have a choice.
你的女儿就交给我吧。
Darkwater. I think I've got a book on the North Atlantic.
黑
I'll
水
no
岛的
doubt
情
find some
况。
information on this island in there.
哦，
The Wentworth Agency doesn't attract top-notch. I used to be an avid reader.
什么见钱眼开？没有，我们是为了要救女儿啊。听说将后第二份困难的工作。
Darkwater is off the coast of Boston. But I've never heard of it. According to this, all I have to do is go to the port. I just hope that I can find a boat able to take me to
结果资
Darkwater.
料找一找，自己还是不知道说到底要怎么走。反正只要走到港口，就可以有解了。这个结论有点蠢蠢的。
I used to be an avid reader. Natural sciences, linguistics, art. Darkwater is off the coast of Boston. But I've never heard of it. According to this book, it was often mentioned during whale hunting times at the end of the 19th century.
第二章啊，好快就第二章哦。残念，有 BOD 啊，有 BOD。
我想上车。
没车啊！这县长太任性了吧！给我关了。
Almost there.
史莱姆，史莱姆我有看啊，还行，还可以接受。
Stay on board. There's guys coming to unload. Welcome to Darkwater Island, Mr. Pierce.
Why, thank you, Captain Fitzroy.
So, what wind brought you?
Does the Hawkins case mean anything to you?
A sad story that we would all prefer to forget. Charles Hawkins may have been a landlubber, but he was a good man.
And his wife, Sarah Hawkins.
Nice young woman, and a great painter. What a tragedy. You know what? Go have a drink at the Stranded Whale. What you need is a good pick-me-up. Mitchell may not be very welcoming, but his bar holds a surprise for you. As for me, you'll find me at the Harbor Master's office. If it's the Hawkins family that brings you here, I have a pile of documents that should interest you.
Understood. I'm going for a look around the docks.
这哥布林不错，有病吗？还有汉堡排，你们确定你们脑袋真的没有问题吗？哥布林非常有问题啊！我怎么看？我看完第一集，我觉得这部非常有问题。我发自内心觉得这部非常有问题。没有，这里是灭火台，我专门帮哥布林灭火。酒吧，酒吧。什么不可描述之物？谁想跟我才不想跟哥布林成为好朋友呢？ 先进酒吧。
Hey, be careful. Let's get him another drink. He's dry.
In my bar, we don't serve troublemakers.
酒吧不招待找麻烦的人。哎，这个不是我想要这样的啊！有正妹，我还没有看到史莱姆变成正妹，我现在还在他还是史莱姆这时期，我还没有看到他变正妹。测试口才，测试力量，测试一下口才好了。
You saw what happened. He's the troublemaker.
Oh, you're a true mainlander. A real princess. You strut around with your la-di-da ways, and then, as soon as the pressure arises, you start squealing. You don't have what it takes to drink my whiskey. You've got to earn it.
I'm here for information, not for a fight.
I prefer it that way. Speak then. I reserve the right to answer or not.
黑水岛的事情，我玩的游戏没有吧？没有吧？关于莎拉的事情。
What can you tell me about her?
We all knew she was famous on the mainland for her paintings. Never understood why. Then, I don't want to speak ill of the dead.
他们确实很古怪。
Her style made her famous. How would you describe it? Tortured?
Yeah, well, it wasn't normal. I mean, for a young woman with a child and all that. We saw them in the papers and we said to ourselves, who can paint such things? Is that how she sees the world?
So they made you feel uncomfortable.
You need to see them for yourself. Make up your own mind.
I've got what I need.
Anything else?
The stranded whale. I guess this bar has been here a long time.
What can I tell you? I'm a nostalgic sort of guy. The name, it reminds us of the golden age of dockwater, when our whalers left for long months and came back sweating and stinking of the oil and flesh of the whales they'd been hunting.
It was a tough time, all the same.
Ah, but steeped in glory. We've never known such wealth since then.
What can you tell me about her?
We all knew she was famous on the mainland for her paintings. Never understood why. Then, I don't want to speak ill of the dead.
Her vision. Was it so terrible?
Way I see it, the truth is really a question of point of view.
What do you mean by that?
Do you still trust the truth after a bottle of whiskey?
Her style made her famous.
Yeah, we saw them in...
So they made...
You need...
I've got what I need.
Anything else?
调查。
What can you tell me about her?
We all knew she was famous on the mainland for her paintings. Never understood why. Then, I don't want to speak ill of the dead.
啊，是这个哦。
I've got one.
Anything?
这里不禁酒吗？
I didn't expect to find alcohol on this island. What's the source of this miracle?
You mean who? Our source of supply wouldn't like me to betray them to the first comer.
I'll tell nobody.
She'd know it anyway. Anything else?
Captain Fitzroy told me about a little pick-me-up.
Oh, yeah? That must have been before you came looking for a fight in my bar.
Oh, come on. Because of a little tussle.
Drinking it here is a privilege, and I grant the privilege to whoever I want. Anything else?
Do you know where this place is? Warehouse 36, Darkwater Harbor.
The Hawkins warehouse. I see, yeah. If I were you, I wouldn't hang around there.
Why not?
First off, there are rumors. Sailors from around here say you can hear noises coming from the warehouse at night. Screams, that sort of thing.
Screams.
And that's not all. There's the fate of its owners and all the superstitions that go with it. But I'll say no more. Anything else?
感觉应该每个都问完。我不会变成邪神，我看起来像是会变邪神的人吗？
That'll be all for now.
好，先这样。什么事？真是没礼貌。我们点个口才好了。影响他人的能力，说服，还可以操纵哦。操纵不就变成吸血鬼了吗？隐藏物品的能力，心理学，物品的分析，鉴定。
羊当然不会变。
当然不会变，你这是什么意思啊？41岁、33岁、55岁、11岁。
因为本来就是。
什么本来就是？真是没礼貌。跟布拉德利交谈。数值也是
You
这几
like
个。
our song?
We're true sirens. We may not be pros, but we give it all we've got.
That's true. It's a reminder of the time when we were still fishing for whales off Darkwater Island.
这是什么歌？
I've never heard this song before.
Only people from here know it. It tells the story of the miraculous catch.
It's a local legend?
Watch what you say, young man.
That catch saved our island.
Ah. Where's the proof?
We're the proof.
Without it, the whole of Darkwater would have died of hunger in 1847.
It's true. Everything happened just as it says in the newspaper report.
What report?
The one that's framed right behind you. Our grandparents tasted its flesh.
And it was delicious.
捕鲸的终结。
What brought whaling to an end?
The whales, of course.
They all disappeared.
You exhausted the stocks.
You could say that, yes. There were fewer and fewer of them.
Until the last, the biggest.
The one of the miraculous catch.
Exactly.
I bid you farewell, gentlemen.
Good night, stranger.
So long.
The miraculous catch. Apparently, the most significant event of the last 80 years.
Nightmares. Can hear things and voices whispering. Will follow its reader and appear at various locations. gifted with its own
布拉德利
Charles Hawkins was a heavy drinker. And a debtor. Interesting.
这感觉是主要目标。锁住，感觉它很像主要目标。
What you looking at, stranger?
你在做什么？
The clientele is predominantly male.
Tell me something I don't know.
I meant nothing by it. I'm just wondering what a woman like you is doing in this flea trap.
And I'm wondering what could be going through the head of the chump who goes to disturb her. Let me drink, stranger. I told you to beat it.
好凶哦！
You again.
若一，
That'll be all
离开
for
离
now.
开。每个游戏都有一个神秘的女人。布拉德利不晓得在哪里。诶，我不能拿吗？
I've brought out the Charles Hawkins cargo manifests. They're on the table next to you.
旁
But
边
in
的
truth,
桌
you're
子上
likely to be disappointed.
啊，
When
真的
you're
吗？
done, come join me on the deck.
我会失望。
These manifests are signed by Charles Hawkins. But that's all I'll get from them.
内容都涂黑了。
The Scylla. It finished up beached at the entrance to the harbor. A souvenir from a more prosperous era.
纪
I
念。
guess this blackboard hasn't been wiped for more than fishing equipment. Could do with some rust remover.
厕所。道德规范。
This man and Fitzroy could
哎
be
呦，
twins.
帅哦！啊，有一只腿是假的哦。原来你有一只腿是假的。
What a macabre souvenir.
船桨。
I wonder what Captain Fitzroy
哎
has
呦，
got to say about
恐
this
吓信
woman
哎！
cat.
我们之前协议说得很清楚，把你的人管好，你惹不起我们的，不必回信了，把钱交给送信人就好。夜猫，哎呦，
那是一只
啊，一只啊，就是假腿嘛。
Broken. This place seems half abandoned.
所以我们等一下要跟他讲话的时候要小心，不要刺激到他。我们可以装作说，其实我们可以把腿的地方带过，不要刺激到他，避免他受伤。结果我还是找不到 Bradley。
From here, I see everything that goes on in the harbor. The
可以告诉
hard-working
我
lives of
Bradley
my
是谁吗？
sailors,
哥
the
哥。
fights at the stranded whale, even the antics of these wharf rats don't escape me.
It's you who lays down the law around here.
Oh, I wouldn't go that far. I'm just the last serving captain on Darkwater. Tell me what I can do to help you.
若德啊，我不小心找到人了，我不小心找到本人，结果我还是没有找到 Bradley。解锁的选项啊，先问问黑水岛的事情。哦，哎，我解锁好多东西哦。黑猫是谁啊？
I found a threatening letter signed by a certain cat.
What? I don't mind you visiting my harbor master's office, but I'd prefer if you didn't go through my affairs.
Are you being blackmailed?
Not exactly, no. That shyster wants to make us pay protection money.
With any success?
I wouldn't say that, but she terrifies my men as much as her own.
Can you not do anything to stop her?
Don't you worry about that.
这个上面的人长得跟你，这样会不会刺激到他？我好担心刺激到他哦。先问这个好了，他怎么这么直截了当就要刺激人家的腿？啊，前杀手。
The miraculous catch. Is it a local legend?
Not at all. It's an episode from our glorious past. Go read the story of the sailor's return to Darkwater Harbor. It's displayed on a wall of the stranded whale.
怎么我都在伤人？跟你好像哦。
I was looking at your photograph. The one of the man in front of the boat.
Ah, yes, I can see the one you're talking about.
Interesting resemblance. I thought it was you, but with a wooden leg.
And for good reason. That's my father in the photograph.
Your father?
John Fitzroy, captain of the Scylla. His wooden leg is here. You can go and see it if you're interested.
哦，原来是你爸爸啊！抱歉，抱歉，是你爸爸。还好你的腿没事。询问仓库的事情。
I'm looking for warehouse 36. Do you know where it is?
Look, it's right there. The warehouse is opposite the jetty. You can't miss it.
过去就可以看到。
You know who the building belongs to, don't you?
好，他是霍金斯家族的。
It belonged to the Hawkins family.
Precisely. Ship owners from father to son.
I think that somebody here wanted me to search this warehouse. Can you tell me where the warehouse is again?
Look, I've already shown it to you. It's the one with the cop on guard duty out front. You can't miss it.
Understood.
对不起嘛。
Your manifests have been blacked out. They're totally unreadable.
Yeah, I saw that. I've got no idea who did it or why. I don't remember having countersigned anything special enough for someone to hide it.
And why obliterate the dates, as well as the goods stored in the warehouse?
You mean that the dates have some meaning?
我以为在1847年就结束了。
I'm surprised Charles Hawkins had goods to store, knowing that whaling stopped in 1847.
I see that you're interested in the history of our island. Indeed, maritime activities ceased altogether at the end of the last century. I imagine that the Hawkins family had other types of contracts.
But you don't know with whom?
No, it was none of my business.
I shall be on my way.
So come back and see me when you've got something new.
魔戒吗？36号，好，我们继续找 Bradley， 不晓得 Bradley 在哪里。Bradley， 前面就像发生什么事情一样。钓鱼哥不理我。
Let the police do their work.
这边怎么了？
Hey, Sullivan, can't you go any faster?
Have you seen how old this thing is? If we force it too much, we'll break everything.
You can't do that.
But it's only a fish. The same goes for you, sir.
Move
along.
Hi, Bradley. 询问仓库的事情。
看那个钓鱼的，我好想给他斯巴达踢啊！
不要踢他啦，人家只是在钓鱼而已，气氛有做出来。
I'm looking for this address. Warehouse 36, Darkwater Harbor.
Ah. And so who are you?
I didn't introduce myself. Edward Pierce, private detective.
In any case, it's not very important. I can't answer that.
You can't? Or you don't want to?
Oh, no. I'm not getting into those games, me. Now, please, allow me to do my job.
You can't understand. You're not sailors. It's a sign.
我觉得游戏目前给我的感觉就是比较明显的缺陷就是对嘴的问题，其他都还好。我觉得有些地方好像没有对到嘴。
The blood is just beginning to coagulate. It died a short time ago. Only a specialist would know what killed it.
专家才能知道。可恶，能力不足啊！突然觉得自己能力不足。要4点了。什么金手指？
There's something coming. Something real bad.
哦，自述哎，对，对也是。仓库在这里吗？啊，我现在去问一下别人好了，跟大家聊聊。嗨，老哥。哎，这边有一位钓鱼了。哎呦，哇塞，哇塞
！Damnation! I broke it.
不是吧
？It's no use.
不是
Padlock won't give.
哦，能力不足，能力不足！我的天啊，哦，我伤心，我伤心啊！我的痛，我的痛，能力不足啊！真的是逃不开的锁匠命哎！怎么这一种？让他们给主角发挥一下嘛，给主角发挥一下。哦，好难过，能力不足啊。
It's no use. The padlock won't give.
能力不足，好难过。可以爬吗？不能爬。雕像有吗？我刚刚是有看到他的那个一些资料，但是好像没有看到可以拿的资料。就他下面有写他的死亡日期吧？哦，这里。Saint
Brendan, patron saint of sailors and travelers.
啊。
Desecrated. I can't even say which language it's written in.
不，这又是一个能力不足的悲哀。哦，好，对不起，哎，又是一个能力不足的悲哀，我觉得很伤心。处处失败。
You live here?
Why did you do that, huh?
We saw what you did to St. Brendan.
Yeah, we'll teach you to come onto our island and ridicule our protectors.
啊！我才刚来存我，太凶了吧？这个我不会做这种事情的。
I respect your beliefs.
Our beliefs? You mean you don't believe in God?
That's irrelevant.
That's what you think.
There's you, our beloved statue, and then those two bozos behind us. Wait, now that I think about it, it's got to be them. There's one of them who's always going back and forth to the statue.
Quieter. That's all we need for them to hear us.
What brings you to dark water?
That statue represents your local saint.
What do you mean by local, exactly?
You wouldn't be looking down at us, like all townspeople do.
St. Brendan. He protected whalers and fishermen like us. Until those assholes defaced him.
他们对我误解很深哎。
Peculiar house.
Yeah, that's where we live. Our boat.
It's not because it doesn't float anymore that we're going to abandon it.
Isn't it a bit early for alcohol?
We got nothing better to do anyway. There's not much work around here.
Fitzroy gives us a few chores every now and again, but since the whaling station shut down, ain't a lot of jobs left around here.
So we drink.
The two guys behind you. What are they guarding?
The bootleggers. Scum.
They're protecting their territory. From whom, I wonder?
They really don't have a choice anyway. They're more scared of Cat than an attack by drunken sailors.
If only they would kill each other.
夜猫是谁？
Is it Cat who's shaking down Captain Fitzroy?
Hold on just a minute. We didn't tell you a thing.
Nothing at all.
讲一下嘛。
I've taken enough of your time.
We'll see you later.
You could tell me. No, if it gets out, I'll have serious problems with you-know-who.
I bet that you hid them somewhere in
Toti.
your hut on the dock. How could you be dumb enough to leave the entrance to the warehouses unguarded?
Keep your voice down. Why not go and shout at the cat while you're at it? I don't want to end up with her little knife under my throat.
It's a stiletto, you idiot. And with that smell on your breath, I don't give you much chance anyway.
哎呦，不继续讲。
Who's this guy?
No idea. You better keep it shut. What's with you wandering around here like a hungry dog?
We saw you talking to the two soaks. Go die of thirst, the lot of you. It'll stink less.
"夜猫让我来的。
Gentlemen, you have a problem.
What? Who do you take yourself for, stranger?
Your boss is very unhappy with your work.
Oh yeah? You're bluffing.
She said those knuckleheads are incapable of staying at their post.
Darn it.
You think he's telling the truth?
We'll find out. Prove that you really know Cat.
他使用一把短剑。
It's risky to question my word. I wouldn't like you to get cut with a certain Italian knife.
Okay. You've convinced us.
And it's she who sent you? What do you want from us?
I have to take a look inside the Hawkins warehouse. Leave me alone, and I'll put in a good word for you with Cat.
Okay, it's a deal.
哈哈哈哈！让我进去吧，得意的笑。感觉夜猫是个很厉害的大姐姐。
Let's see.
让我看看，加油啊！加油啊！加油
Perfect.
你终于成功了！你成功了！我好感动，我好感动！夜猫子就在荧幕前，太好了。
This place stinks.
啊，就算臭也没关系，
What
至
is
少
the
我成
connection
功了。
between this place and the Sarah Hawkins case?
OK， 有什么关系呢？重现情景 ，LT 加 RT。
Is this one of Sarah Hawkins' paintings?
继续找。
It smells as bad as it looks.
臭臭的。
Who has enough money to buy painkillers, but stays in a place like this?
是猫是打不过羊的，猫是很厉害的。这个呢？
What happened here?
哈？锤这个？为什么要这样？还有什么呢？
Le Petit Parisien. Who might keep a news clipping about Sarah Hawkins?
新闻简报。
Can't sleep. I know how that feels.
安眠药吗？这是什么？
What is this picture of Charles and Sarah Hawkins doing here?
哎呦，睡在这，然后又这样，到底是？真是扑朔迷离。还有没有啊？这个怎么很 L？ 好像都收完了。我记住了，有一面是画，一面是镜子，它有两面。那么现在还有吗？
Someone has settled in here.
And whoever it is has something to tell me about the Hawkins case. Is there anyone in there? You! Don't move! Detective Pierce. I told you to stay away from this warehouse.
等等。哇。我们来合作吧。
It's clear that you knew the victims. I'm sorry to dig up bad memories.
I can still see the poor child lying burned on the floor of their drawing room. We had to tear him off. The marks must still be there. They're in my mind anyway.
It's horrendous. I'm going to need your experience to bring him justice, Officer Bradley. Can you explain what this painting is doing here?
This strange portrait. Wait, I know it.
It was in the Hawkins mansion when we came to investigate the fire.
So you confirm that it was removed from the crime scene? Interesting. I'd like to go and see the mansion now.
Of course. You want to go back along his trail? I'd like to understand how this painting made it to here. Come on. My car's parked down the way.
睡在那膜拜那张画，看到幻觉，然后打破镜子。哎呦，有可能哦。
God damn it, her again.
该不会他就是夜猫吧？你是不是就是夜猫啊？
This case has nothing to do with you, Baker. Clear the passage, or I'll shut you up for obstruction.
Officer Bradley, you've finally grown a pair. Too bad you're too fat to see them down there.
Why you?
Come on, keep the smile. You don't want to force me to widen it.
Okay, I get it. Can we go to the mansion now?
Who the hell are you? What were you doing on my turf? I've got my eye on you. We'll meet again.
有够可怕！被夜猫呛哎。
Mansion.
Look behind you, at the top of the ridge. You see the building? That's the Hawkins mansion. Come on, we got some driving to do.